Alrighty guys, welcome back. This is your host ID Jester. Thanks for joining me. Alright, so we're back in matchup hockey. We're going to continue up at the 8:40 mark of the first period. Montreal's winning 2-0. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be just playing the game. I'm not going to be doing any explanations of the rules unless there's something that we didn't cover in the first episode. So if you're looking for what's happening, how the game plays, whatever, go back and watch the first part. It pretty much goes through and shows you how everything's done, and then you can learn from that. I don't want to spend a lot of time every time I do this trying to explain the rules and going through examples and everything. So this time we're just going to just play it out, and we're going to try and get this 8 minutes and 40 seconds done pretty quickly now. So 8:40 to go. We're going to have second line, second pairs for both teams. And away we go. Neither team has momentum. Neither team is on the power play. 8:40 to go. Montreal's up 2-0. So it's a +3 for the Rangers. +3 to 19. That's going to be a shot A. Shot A to the left wing. That is going to be Dean Telefus. Dean Telefus with an A shot. That is going to be a missed shot and a save. Save goes, and it's going to be a glove save, and he's going to Ken Dryden's going to give it to the defenders. 20 seconds off the clock. +2 for Montreal. 2-5 is no action. 20 seconds off the clock. This is going to be even. Even in a 6 is going to be a penalty check to the centerman, Peter Mundu. Another penalty check on Mundu, and no penalty on Mundu. Otherwise, if he had a major penalty, that might have been a major, but it's not. So nothing off. Another 20 seconds off the clock. And this is going to be a +3 for the Rangers. 3-10 says play stoppage. And that is great timing on that because we need to shift lines anyways. We're going to bring out the third line and the third pair. So play stoppage, 7:20 to go. And that's even in 4s. Another penalty check. Penalty check on our choice. And looking probably for the lowest, and it's going to be Mark Napier. Mark Napier, penalty check. It's a 16, so no penalty. 20 seconds off the clock. And yes, most penalty checks are really low in this game, but there's a mechanic built into the system for hard play, which will increase everyone's penalty rating by 1, 2, 3, or 4 points. Anytime you roll a tie, you get this hard play result. You will also, on the unusual play, have some penalty ratings over there as well. All right, 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Still 2-0 Montreal. That is going to be even in a 20. So we're going to have an unusual play. This will be our first unusual play. What happens with the unusual play is going to be a 10. The 10 is going to be the hometown crowd is trying to get back into the game, and it gives the hometown team momentum. So the hometown crowd actually gives momentum to the home team. So the crowd trying to get back into this, they're down 2-0. They're inspiring the hometown team. 20 seconds off the clock. So the Rangers are going to get momentum now because the crowd is involved, chanting, "Let's go Rangers! Let's go Rangers!" Tom Upshaw, what's going on? Philip Reynolds, how you doing, guys? Do we do face-offs yet? We have not done face-offs yet. We've not had a chance to do face-offs. Go back and watch our first episode. We talked about each team has their own face-off ratings, and each player is rated in face-off as well. In our case, we're using the team face-off ratings, the basic rules for face-offs, which are 0 and 0. So you won't see much of an example in that. You'll have to watch the first episode. Again, I'm not going to be going through many. I'm just going to play the game and not worry about explaining rules this time. And I'm going to try and get a drink every once in a while. So the hometown crowd gives the Rangers momentum. So the Rangers now have momentum token. Let's see if they can keep it. Montreal wins 5-3. And that is going to be a no action. And they've been on the ice for 40 seconds. We'll give one more play. And the Rangers win by 2, 2-12. There's going to be a play stoppage. Another good time for the play stoppage, as that is time for us to change lines. We're going to bring out the fourth line, first pair, just for ease of play. Let's go Rangers. The hometown crowd's getting into it, giving momentum to their team. Look at that. So the Rangers win by 1. 1 and a 9 is going to be no action. All right. And the Rangers win by 4. 4 and an 18. That's going to be a good shot. That's shot A. Shot A to the centerman. Shot A to the centerman. That's Lucien DeBose. DeBose, shot A. He's a 1 to 4. And 19. So no, it wasn't even on goal. So not on goal. It's a missed shot and off opponent's stick and out of play. So off the opponent's stick and out of play. And another 20 seconds off the clock. These guys have been on the ice for 40 seconds. We'll give them one more play. So we would have a face-off because the play went out of play. We have our fourth liners in. Doug Reisenbauer, he is a face-off of 0. Vincent DeBose, he is also a face-off of 0. If you went with the advanced version, it would just be 0-0. If we go with the basic version, both of these two teams are actually zeros. So if you look at, say, let's see here. The Boston Bruins are actually a -1 if we were playing with the Bruins. And where's my other sheets? I didn't print the other sheets off, so I don't have those handy. But if you're going with the advanced version, you would use the face-off rating for the player that's out there. A lot of players are not rated. They're just neutral. The only players that are rated are those players that are really good or really bad. So Doug Jarvis is really bad. Peter Mondeau is above average, so he gets a +1. And Jacques Lemaire is a +1. Steve Strutt is a -1. Von Lambert's a -1. Cam Tonner's a -1. Pat Hughes is a -1. Mark Napier's a -1. And Guy Lafleur's a -1. So you would use the rating of the centerman, unless of course you're playing 5-on-4 and you don't have a centerman. All right, so let's try this again. 5:20 to go. Rangers now have momentum thanks to the hometown crowd cheering them on. We have a face-off. Rangers win 6-5. That's a +1 and a 4 is 20 seconds off the clock. And those guys have been out there for 3 plays already. We're going to switch back to line 1. Defensive pair 2. 5 minutes to go here in. So we've gone through like 2.5 minutes already. So we're cruising through this now. So the Rangers win by 4. 4 and a 7. 4 and a 7 is no action. So nothing happens. Let's see. The Rangers win by 2. 2 and a 5. No action. Oop, that was a 3. Rangers win by 3. 3 and a 5 is no action. So basically nothing going on right now as we almost have a minute off the clock in 3 plays. Ooh, big one here. 6 and a 1. That's going to be a +6 and a 20. That's going to be a breakaway shot. A breakaway shot for the, unfortunately, it's the left defenseman. That is Carl Van Doos. He's got a breakaway, and he's only at 2 because he's a defenseman. So not a great opportunity, but still an opportunity. And he misses the net with it. Missed shot is going to be deflected just wide. And would have given them momentum, but they already had the momentum token. Another 20 seconds off the clock. We got to change lines already. See how quick we can do this. And we're going to go to second lines, third defensive pairs. 3:40 to go in the first period. Again, I'm trying to just go through this very fastly. I'm not going to talk about rules or anything right now. Vedne. Okay, Vedne. It was Carol Vedne. Sorry. And it's a tie. So we got a tie. And it was an 11. Tie and 11 says we're going to test both visitor and home for penalty. And it's a 6 again. So we're going to get choice. So let's see. We're going to go with Rick Cartraw. He's a 2 and a 20. So 1 to 2 is going to be a minor, and a 20 will be a major. It's an 11, so no penalty on him. And probably going to go with Dean Telefus. He's a 2 and a 20 for a major. And no penalty. So another 20 seconds off the clock. A lot of pushing and shoving and grabbing and sticking and face rubbing and elbowing and all kinds of stuff. Just no penalties yet. Oh, big win for Montreal here. That is a +4 and a 14. And that's going to be a shot B to the left wing. That's Lambert. He's a 3, 1 to 3. And he misses it. It was saved. Save in 11 says off the left pad into an open area of ice. Another 20 seconds off the clock. And Rangers win by 4. 4 and a 16 is going to be a shot B to the centerman. That's Ulf Nilsson. Ulf Nilsson. He's a 5. And misses it. And it is saved by Dryden. So it's a save. Mark him down as a save. And he's going to leave it there, first defenseman. Leaves it behind first defenseman. Mark off a save. And it's going to be a 6 to 5. So this is a 6 to 6 because of the +1. So it's a tie. Tie in a 6 is penalty on a visitor. And it's going to be the right defenseman. This is Rick Cartraw. He's a 1 to 2 for a 2-minute and a 20 for a major. And no penalty. 20 seconds off the clock. These guys have been out there for a minute. So we're going to change lines, and it's going to be the third lines and the first pair. And this is going to be a big win for Montreal. That's a +2. +2 and an 18 is shot B to the right wing. That's Napier. He is a 3, 1 to 3. He missed it, and it is saved, so it's a save. Mark it down as a save. And this one goes off his pad into an open area. 20 seconds off the clock. Down to 2 minutes remaining in the first period. And we don't need these dice. And it's going to be +1 for the Rangers in the 17. That's a shot C to the left wing. That's Vickers. He is a 1. He needs a 1. He misses it. It is saved by Dryden. So mark off a save by Dryden. And it's a glove save. He gives it to his defensive mates. And play continues. Another 20 seconds off the clock. And that was a 6 to 5. So Montreal wins by 1. And a 12 is a play stoppage. 20 seconds off the clock. We'll change lines. And we'll bring out the 1 lines and the second defensive pairs. 2-0 Montreal. Oh, big win here for Montreal. That's going to be 5 to 2, +3 and a 19. That's going to be a shot A to the right wing. That's Guy Lafleur. He is a 4. He's a wait a minute. It's +3 and a 19, which is a shot A. Sorry, it's a shot A. It's a shot A. But he misses it, and Davison misses it, so it's a missed shot. Missed shot of 17 says deflects into the corner. So it just deflected. That's why it didn't get on net. It just got deflected by a stick or a skate or leg or just deflected in the corner. 20 seconds off the clock. You got to remember that. 1 minute to go. And the Rangers win by 2. 2 and a 9 is no action. 40 seconds to go in the first period. 2-0 Montreal. First line's trying to get some activity for the Rangers. The home momentum the Rangers got was because of an unusual play we had where the crowd cheered the home team, which gave them momentum. So the crowd is into the game, giving the Rangers the momentum, trying to spur them on. They win by 5 and a 10. This should be a good one. It's a shot C by Van Duys, Carol Van Duys. And he misses the shot, and it's not on net. So it's a missed shot, so no credit for a shot on goal. Just deflected wide of the net. So just deflects wide of the net. And we got 20 seconds left. Probably the last play of the first period. 2-0 Montreal. Rangers are going to win by 3. And a 14 is going to give you a shot C to the centerman. That's Phil Esposito. He's had a couple good opportunities. Can he put one in here at the end of the first period? No, he cannot, as that one misses completely the net. 2 says deflects out of bounds, and that's going to do it as we flip up, and there's 0 left. So we started with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. We've been going for 16 minutes. We had a few minute lay, as I talked in the beginning, so we've probably only been playing 10 minutes, and we got 8 minutes and 30 seconds of time to go by in the first period, which I think is just fine. And so we can reset our time. Let's hopefully I flipped it all the right way. I think I did. We can flip this over to the second period, right? And momentum, whoever had momentum goes away at the start of a period. And we're going to put out the first line, first defensive pairs. And it's 2-0 Montreal. And we're ready to go in the second period already. All right, again, I'm not explaining anything. I'm just kind of rolling through, trying to get some time through the game so you guys can see the flow and how things are done and how quick things happen, just to give people a better understanding of the gameplay than, you know, when I sit here and explain every play for 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 15 seconds or 20 seconds. So first line, first pair for both teams. Second period action starts. It's a tie and a 6. That's going to be a penalty check versus the right wing. And he is a 2. 1-2. No penalties. Still no penalties in this game. 20 seconds off the clock. That was Guy Lafleur with the penalty check. And the Rangers win by 2. 2-18. That should be a good one. That's a shot B to Steve, the Rangers. That's going to be Pat Hickey. Pat Hickey with the shot. And he's a 4. He gets it on goal. And now Dryden needs to make the save. He's a B. That is a 12. And that is a 14. And it is getting the net. Go! Pat Hickey. Here at the again. So 40 seconds plus 10. At the 52nd mark of the second period, the Rangers are on the board. Pat Hickey, now we need to find out who the assists go to. So we grab the 2 dice and roll to find out who the assists go to. The assists go to highest assist man, which we'll talk about here in a second, and the right defenseman. So anytime you roll a 6, when you do assists, you always do the home team as a second assist, and then you do the modifier dice as the third or first assist, second assist. You always do the team 6-sided dice as the first assist. Use the modified dice as the second assist. So the first assist goes to the player on the ice that had the most assists. So, well, he scored the goal. So 36, 45, 38, and 36. So it's going to go, first assist is going to go to Anders Hedberg, because he has the highest assist rating. And then the second assist goes to the right defenseman, which is Ron Geschnauer. So it's going to be Pat Hickey from Anders Hedberg and Ron Geschnauer at the 52nd mark of the second period. It is now 2-1 as the Rangers go into the dressing room and get a few minutes to talk, and the coach lets them know how disappointed he was and the fact that they had to actually get the crowd involved to give them momentum. and really ripped into them. And for sure, now the Rangers are back into this, down just 2-1. Score! Dave Gardner, my friend, needs some SEALs teams. Maybe, my friend, you never know. We can get some. I might just do a SEALs team just for Dave. Just for Dave. Alrighty, so it's 2-1. We have a face-off. Again, you can either go with the basic rules or you can go with the advanced rules. We're just using the basic rules, which is using the team face-off ratings. And in our case, both the Rangers and the Canadians are both 0, so there won't be any modifications. But if a team was +1 or -1, anytime you have a face-off situation, they will alter this 20-sided modifier dice just when there's a face-off, plus or minus 1 or 2 points based upon your rating. In our case, Montreal is 0, the Rangers are 0, so it won't modify it at all. So we've got the second line, second pair in. It's 2-1, and we're cruising right through this. So Rangers win by 3. 3 and a 6 is no action. Oops, hang on a second. We need to move those up out of the way, and then we move this in there so I can keep track of how many plays are on this. So no action, pick up the dice. Montreal wins by 4. 4 and an 8 is going to be, possible penalty on the opponent. So Montreal won by enough that they caused a possible penalty on their opponent. And who is it going to be? It's going to be on the right wing. That's going to be Ron Duguay. He is a 1-2 for a minor penalty and an 18 or higher for a major penalty. And, just about, but no, it's no penalty. So another 20 seconds off the clock. And we move on. And it's a tie, and a 1 says offsides, play stop. So offsides, play stop. Those guys have been out long enough. We're going to move to a 3-3, 3-3, and we're moving on. 2-1 Montreal, 18:20 to go here in the second period, sorry. Montreal wins by 1. 1 and a 16 is going to be a shot C to the right wing. Mark Napier, he is a 2. And he misses the shot. It is a save by Davison. A save goes to off the post and goes out of play. Off the post and out of play. So we would have another play stoppage. These guys have just been on the ice for 20 seconds. We're going to go ahead and leave them out there. We have a face-off. You would have a face-off situation. And Montreal wins by 4. 4 and a 17 says shot A. So the left defenseman is taking a shot A. He is a 2. Not very good. He only scored 3 goals all season. This is Brian Eggblom. So he needs it not in range, but it is a save. John Davison, mark him off as a shot on goal. Mark him off as a save. A save of 12 says blockered away. So it's blockered into the corner, and we move on. 20 seconds off the clock. And Montreal wins by 3. 3 and a 15 is a shot B to anybody of our choice. And we're going to give it to Walt Tesnak. And he is a 3B. He's a 3. So he does not get it in range. And it died all the way. So it's a missed shot. And it's a 3 on a missed shot. Didn't get to net. It was blocked. So blocked in front by, left defenseman or whoever you want to. Another 20 seconds off the clock. And we got, come here. Montreal wins by 2. 2 and a 14 is a shot C to the defenseman. And is Rick Cartwright. And it was a C, so he's a 1. He needs a 1. He does not get it, and it misses the goalie completely, so it's a missed shot. 9 says a sliding defender blocks the shot. So sliding defender blocks the shot. Another minute off the clock. We will change lines. We're going to bring the fourth liners in and the first defensive pair. So fourth liners in. Going to mix it up a little bit here, I guess, huh? Montreal wins by 2, 2 and a 15. Shot C by the left wing. That's Rene Houlet. Rene Houlet, oops. Rene Houlet, he is a 3. And he does not get it on net, but it is saved by Davison. So it's not a quality shot, it's just a normal shot. This represents quality shots or normal shots. This is a normal shot. And Davison made the save. Save of 10 says, saved by goalie, picked up by defensive team. So Davison makes a save, gives it to his defensive mates, and we move on. 20 seconds off the clock. Rangers win by 2, 2 and an 18. That's going to be a B. B to Ron Geschauer. He's a 5. He's a 5. He's got it on net. Perfect shot. And Dryden, no! Gets a big shoulder on that one. And oh, I'm sorry, it's a glove. Because I look at the result. Glove save. And Dryden leaves it there for his defensive mates. What a big save by Dryden. That is a shot and goal and a save. So quality shot there by Ron Geschauer, but can Dryden equal to the task? So what that means is Geschauer made Dryden make the save, and Ken Dryden did make the save. We got a tie. Tie in a 15 is hard play plus 1. So hard play plus 1 means everybody's penalty rating is up by 1. So I'm going to take this dice here, and I'm just going to put it out in front. And we're going to know that next time we do a penalty check, we're going to add 1 to everyone's penalty rating because there's been hard play. 20 seconds off the clock, and we move on. And Montreal wins by 2. 2 and a 15 is going to be a shot C. Shot C by, this is going to be Serge Savard. And Serge did not surge it in the net, that's for sure. And it didn't even hit the net. It was a missed shot. Missed shot in 18 says off the boards, back in front for a rebound test. So we're going to do a rebound test because it was a missed shot, but the puck ends up in front of the net. And who gets it? The Rangers get it. So no harm, no foul there. The Rangers pick that up and no opportunity for a rebound. So we're going to change lines back to the number 1 lines, bring in the second defensive pairs, and we move on. Kirshner, Ray John Toole. Sure, you call them however you call them. I'll call them my ways. So first lines, second pairs. 5:20 to go, or 5:40 to go in the second period. And Rangers win by 3, but a 4 means no action. It's a tie, and an 11 says we're going to check both the penalty on the visitor and the home, and of course we got a choice again. So it's going to be, we'll go Guy Lafleur, and no penalty, and we'll go with Anders Hedberg for the Rangers. Oh, and he is a major. So we have a major penalty coming up here, as he is a 20 for a major. That's what we rolled. So now we roll on the major penalty and find out, was there a fight or was there something else going on? And 19 says, oh boy, we got a big old line brawl going on now. So what it says, 19 says, top 4 major ratings get into a fight. So we got us a big old fight going on. So we know one of them is Hedberg. Let's see who else is on the ice. It's going to be Dave Maloney. It's got the second highest, or it's going to be the lowest rating. Major is 16. So Dave Maloney and Anders Hedberg get into a fight with, let's see who's coming on. It looks like it's going to be Gilles Lupin, and Steve Shutt. It could be either shut or the point, but we're going to go with shut because we don't want to take out both defensive pairs at the same time. So it's going to be Lupin and shut, which makes sense because you're going to have a forward fighting a forward and you're going to have a defenseman fighting a defenseman. So it makes more sense since these guys had the same penalty rating. So Shutt fights Hedberg. Shutt fights Hedberg. And Lupin fights Maloney. So it's Maloney and Lupin. All right, so now we got to roll some dice to find out who wins the fight. All right, so first fight between Shutt and Hedberg. Steve Shutt and Hedberg. Let's see who wins that fight and by how much. Oh, it was all Hedberg. He got a couple crosses in on him and did some damage. So he wins 14-6. 14-6. If this was the only fight, then the Rangers would get the momentum token because he wins. But we had his second fight, so we got to check that. So he's up. The Rangers are up by 8 points. So now we got to check out the fight between Maloney and Lupin. And now Lupin has to win this fight by a lot, or the Rangers are going to get momentum. And no, it was Maloney winning a close fight against Lupin there. And after all is said and done, the crowd is on their feet cheering. And the Rangers get momentum from the big fight that happens here at the... And we would flip this over. And we'd roll a 20-sided dice. And we would add this to whatever the time is. So it'd be 5:19 of the second period. We have these 4 out with a 5-minute major. 4 players out with a 5-minute major. So what I'm going to do here to make things a little easier is I'm going to go down to that time, right? And just set these aside. Or maybe I'll just put them diagonal like that on there. So I know when the penalties are up on the 5-minute major. So big old fight that just happened. Big old fight. And the Rangers win momentum. Both their players. Hedberg beat up Schultz pretty badly. Schultz had some blood over his eye. We saw that. And we can move these up on top because we know... and then was at 5:19 of the second period. It's 2-1 score here. And now we've got to bring in new lines. Right. So it's going to be the second line and the second line. And we have to remember who's on the penalty, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put little markers here to remind myself that these guys can't be on the ice, right? Because that would be bad if I try to put these guys on the ice when they're in the penalty box. That would be kind of bad. So I've got some little dice here. We'll just use those as markers to remind myself that these guys can't come on the ice. All right, so now we just have to remember we can't knock these dice when we're rolling the dice. All right, so big old fight. I'm sure that made Turbocharged Sports excited about that. Big old fight here as Hedberg takes out Shutt to Steve Shutt, and Dave Maloney takes out Lupin. Both the Rangers win their fights, and they give themselves momentum. So the way fighting works, again, is you're going to roll the dice. If it's just a one-on-one competition, you're just going to figure out who wins the fight. If it ends up a tie, right, then the home team gets momentum. All right, let's say both players rolled a 20. If you have multiple fights at the same time, what you're going to do is roll for all your competitors at the same time. I mean, what we could have done is just rolled, we could have rolled, these guys, and then added these dice up. However you want to do it, you're just going to get a total for the one team, a total for the other team, see which side wins. Whoever side wins gets momentum. Or, if for example, Montreal had momentum and the Rangers win the fight, then, of course, Montreal would lose momentum. But in this case, nobody had momentum. So there you go. Big fight here. We got our second lines, and we're going to have to get our first pair coming in. And Turbocharged Sports is ready to roll. He likes to see the gloves dropping. We got us a big old brouhaha going on here at Madison Square Garden. It's 2-1 Montreal. 1978-79 season. And what a way to start. So 15 minutes to go here in the second period. 5 minutes. I've counted out those cards. So when the cards are done, we know those players can come back on the ice. Next time there's a play stoppage. So right now we're still skating 5-on-5. So there's no extra calls on that. Again, that was based upon the major penalty. There's only one chance of the top 4 getting into a fight. You can see, or there's 2 chances. Most times it's just a normal 1-on-1 fight. But then you can also hit it at 20, and you can have a big old shindig where everybody gets into a fight, and then a possibility of the Brent brawl, and oh my gosh, I'm sure Dave Gardner and Turbocharged Sports were just loving that. So big fight. That's our first fight we had in competition here today. So I got to get a drink after that one. Whew. All right. So we got the second line, first pair. We got players in the box, so no penalty. So again, this would be the penalty thing, but neither team has got a penalty advantage, so we don't have to worry about that. And we just roll the dice and we move on. So Montreal wins by 1. 1-12 is a play stoppage. So it could have been offsides. The puck goes out of net. You know, the net gets knocked off the moorings. Who knows? I mean, role play it however you think the game is progressing. Right now, it looks like because we just had this big fight, play stoppage got called because somebody punched somebody else, and there's a big scrum, but no penalties were called. That's role playing this in. That's what I would say happened. All right, 14:40 to go in the first period. And the Rangers win by 1. 1-18. Say shot B. Shot B is going to Ron Gushauer. Shot B for Gushauer. He is a 5. Nope, he misses it. And it didn't even make it on net. So it's a missed shot of 8. Shot goes off defensive leg into the corner. So 20 seconds off the clock. You would not mark that down as a shot on goal. It was just a miss. You'd mark that down as a missed shot, actually. Montreal wins. No, it's a tie because the Rangers, I forgot, had a +1. So it's a 6-6, so it's a tie. Tie in 11. 11 says, oh, we're going to check some penalties. Both the visitor and the home team. So we look at left defenseman. So left defenseman, that's going to be Larry Robinson. And we're going to roll to see if Larry Robinson takes a penalty. 1-2, +1, because remember we had the tough play earlier. So he's a 1-3, and he'll get a major on a 20. Oh, he's got a 2-minute, at least a 2-minute. Now we also need to check Mike McEwen. He's a 1-3 and +1, so he's a 1-4 and a major on a 20. And no penalty on McEwen, so it's going to be Larry Robinson's going to get a 2-minute penalty. We're going to have our first penalty opportunity, and we do need to flip 20 seconds off the clock. Now, let's see what kind of penalty it is. Larry Robinson's going to go in the box. And it's a 16. Minor penalty is roughing, so that makes sense. I mean, we just had a big fight. Things getting chippy. And Larry Robinson, roughing. He's out 2 minutes, so I need another little chip here because I'm running out of chips. We got so many in the penalty box. Actually, what I should do is use my little things like this. This would be cool because that even makes it a little easier for you guys to see, doesn't it? All right. All right. So what I have to do now is I actually got to count out 2 minutes here, and I have to turn this sideways because that's going to be that penalty, and then this is going to be, I'm going to turn this kind of catty corner. So that's a 2-minute penalty to Larry Robinson in the box. And obviously there was a play stoppage. So it looks like the third pair is really going to have to step up here for a little while. And we're going to switch to the third pair here. And we're going to go to the third line and the third line there. All right, so we've got half the teams in the penalty box. We got 14 minutes to go. Things have slowed down because of the penalties, but it should speed back up here now. All right, so we have a 5-on-4 penalty, which means the Rangers get this. They also have the momentum token. So they're going to get a +2 on all their matchup rolls going forward. Not only that, anytime you see something on the chart that says power play, shot on goal, a team on the power play will now get a shot on goal instead of no action. So there's a lot more action when there's a power play. Also, a team that is on the penalty kill that wins the matchup will take less shots because they will ice the puck instead of taking shots. There will still be shot opportunities for them, but there will be less shot opportunities for them. So, hopefully, I didn't want to explain too much, but it looks like I definitely needed to. All right, so 14 minutes to go. And if we wanted to get the exact time of Larry Robinson's penalty, we didn't do that. It was 6:17 of the second period. All right, for those of you that are... Thank you, Bleacher Bums Gaming. Thank you. Can fighting be scaled back anymore? What do you mean by can it be scaled back anymore? I don't know what you mean by can it be scaled back. So we got third line, third pair, and we got 14 minutes to go. We've got a 2-minute penalty. We still have 5-minute penalties on some guys here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this there so I can match up the white dice, knowing that these guys are on the same penalty and these guys are on the same penalty, which means this guy is going to have a different penalty. And of course, I'll make some super cool markers for this stuff, and we'll hopefully have these for you maybe next episode. Half the team in the penalty box, the other half is pregnant. Huh? All right, so 14 minutes to go here in the second period is 2-1. If you missed it, the Rangers came out on blazing in the second period, scored a goal, and then we had a fight, and now it's mayhem here in Madison Square Garden. The Rangers getting a +2, so they win 5-2, so they win by 3. 3-9. 3-9 says, oh my gosh, a possible penalty on their opponent, and they will still get a shot on goal here. So it's a possible penalty. We look to see, and in this case, one thing I forgot to do is whenever you're on the penalty kill, you obviously are not using the center position. You're only using left wing, right wing, left defense, and right defense. So you're not using the center position. So anytime a center position is called for something, you automatically lose that because you don't have a centerman in. If you're on a 5-on-3 power play, then you use both defensive pairs and you use the centerman, and you don't use the left wing or the right wing. So anytime there's a left wing or right wing called, then you automatically lose that because you're on the penalty kill. In this case, it's a 5-on-4, which means there's no centerman in there. The result said power play penalty opponent, shot on goal C, which would be you're going to check a penalty for the other team. In this case, it'd be Montreal. But because the modifier dice is going to the center, there is no center out there. We just ignore that result. So there's no penalty called in Montreal. But they still will get a shot C. So we need to find out. We have to roll this dice again and find out who gets the shot C. In this case, it's going to be Mario Marois is going to get a shot C. Mario Marois. And he is a 1, so he misses it. Dryden Dryden will make the save on it. And the save says glove save, which he gives to his defensive partner. We take, let's see, I think we flip these, yeah, like that, right? Okay. So time goes off the clock, and we roll again. Again, the Rangers both have momentum and the power play, so they're going to get a +2. It's going to be hard to defeat them, but the Canadians can do that. So they win 6-7. No, wrong dice. So they win 6-4. So Montreal actually wins by 2. Montreal wins by 2, and they rolled a 15, and that is a shot on goal C. So they're actually going to get a shot on goal C, and who's going to take it? It's going to be the right defenseman, Rick Chartwell. Is going to take this shot C. Probably just, came in the blue line, taking a slap shot, and then, probably going to get out of there. Now, he is a 1. And he got a 1. Holy cow, it's on net. So John Davidson has to make the save or it's a shorthanded goal. Fortunately for the Ranger fans out there, Davidson did roll within his range. That would have been a 1-12. If you would have rolled over 12, that would have been a goal by Rick Chartwell. But it is a save by Davidson, and the rebound is going to be a glove save, which he's going to give to his defensive mates. And another 20 seconds off the clock. And we move on. And these guys have only been out 40 seconds. So Rangers win 6-2. So that's a +4 and a 16. That's going to be good. That's a shot B. And it's going to be for Mario Manoise again. Mario Manoise with a shot B this time. He's only a 2. And he misses it, and it misses the net because it didn't fall within his range, so it's just a missed shot. Missed shot of 10 says whistled wide of the post. Another 20 seconds off the clock. So almost halfway done with this penalty. That is 3 plays. We'll give these guys one more, and then we'll change lines. Here we go. Rangers all up in Montreal's mug right now. Great save by Davison. Yeah. So that is going to be a 3-1. So the Rangers win by 2. 2 and a 4. On the power play, no action. So halfway through the 2-minute penalty. All right, so halfway through that. Actually, yeah, more than halfway because there was a 1-play stoppage before that. So there's actually 20 seconds. There's 2 plays, so 40 seconds to go in the power play. And then we're going to change lines. So we have to be careful about this now. So they're going to bring in their left wing and right wing from their 4th line. And then they're going to bring in Serge Savard and Guy Lapointe. So right defense, left defense, and then left wing, right wing. And then for the Rangers, they're going to bring back in their first line, but obviously they can't bring in Hedberg. So on the first line is going to be, for right wing, they're going to bring out Pierre Laplante. So Laplante's coming in. And again, this would be a lot simpler if you had a nice plastic sheet. You could be marking all this stuff down on your little plastic sheet, right? But the problem with if I do this is all you guys see is this, and you guys can't see what's going on or anything, because all you'll do is get the glare. So I can't do that. But at home, what you would do is just you slide your team sheets into this. You have your marker, your erasable marker or whatever, and then you're just marking up on your sheet and wiping it off however you want. Unfortunately, I can't do that, so I got to use a lot of tokens and all that. So just keep that in mind. It would be a lot simpler if I could use this sheet. It's just, I think if I use this sheet, it's just going to be so glary and it's going to be distracting and everything else. So I'm trying to not use it, okay? So that's why it's a little, it's because then I just circle the guys that are on the ice, right? And then wipe it off, circle the next guys. I mean, that doesn't take you very long to do that. I could X guys out that are in the penalty box, or I can even write down the time that they come back in. If it's a 2-minute penalty, I can say he comes back in at the 12-minute mark. So I could just, for Larry Robinson, I would just write 12 minutes down and put an X in front. So he can't come back in until 12 minutes. That would be a lot simpler if I could do that. So, yeah. All right. So it's going to be the first line and then Pierre Plante instead of Hedberg because he's in the penalty box. And it's going to be the third defensive pair here. It's going to be left wing and right wing here on the fourth line. And then Savard and the point there. So, yes, it makes it very confusing here for you guys. But I'm doing that because otherwise you would have to be putting up with this the whole time. Which would you guys rather see? Just, so that's why I'm doing it this way, all right? So 12:40 to go in the second, 2-1. And the Rangers lose 5-6. So Montreal wins by 1, and it's a 3, and they just killed the time off. They're just killing time, and nothing happened. This will be the last power play opportunity. And the Rangers win 5-4 because of the +2. So they win by 1, but a 4 is no action. So basically Montreal is just killing time off. So that's the end of the 2-minute minor penalty. Poof. Okay? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and change lines. We'll bring out the second lines. The second line there, I don't need to worry about those anymore. All we have is our 4 majors going on now. And he's going to come off the ice now. So it's going to be second line, and then we'll go with first pair there and first pair there. All right, so 12 minutes to go. So things are a little bit easier now. There's almost, not too much more time left in that one either. 2 minutes to go in that one. In the major penalties. All right. So time is ticking. Here we go. That's a 7-2. So he wins by 5. 5 and a 14. That's a B to the left wing. That's Dean Telefus. Dean, he is a 2. And he gets it on goal. And Dryden needs to make a big save. And look at that. 1-1. As he's equal to the test, Dryden, and 18 says, he doesn't see it. It's laying in the crease. We have a rebound opportunity here. A rebound happens right in front of Dryden, and we would mark down a shot on goal. We would mark down a save, and now, it goes to the Rangers, won the matchup, and it goes to our choice. So, I'm sorry. Rebound, huh? It's going to go to Ron Dugray. Dugray is a 6 on the rebound. So Dugray gets the rebound after Telefus takes a shot. Dryden makes a save. Rebound is out in front. Dugray scoops it up, throws it at the net, and he misses badly. He misses horribly. In fact, it missed the net. Dryden didn't even need to make the save. It was an 18. So it didn't even make it on net. So missed shot in an 18. So it goes past. It goes to the boards. Back out in front. We have another scramble in front to see who gets the puck. And this time Montreal wins it. So they stop that. That was all 1/22 period of play. So again, it was a shot and a missed shot. And then a rebound, and finally Montreal gets possession. So that's when you turn the time over. And then we move on. So just wanted to make sure. Sometimes you'll have multiple actions like that in one play. You have a shot, and then a missed shot, and then a rebound, and then another shot. These are all part of that 20-second sequence, though. They're not individually in that sequence. All right, so 11:40 to go. And Montreal wins by 1 and is 7. That is nothing off the clock, just time. Oh, and by the way, they're no longer on the power play. They should have lost that. That's my bad. So they got to remember, when you're not on a power play, they don't get the power play token. They don't get that. The momentum token doesn't go away until something happens that forces that. But the power play token automatically happens when the power play expires. That's my bad for forgetting that. Too many things going on right now. All right. So, Rangers only are +1, so it's a tie. Tie to 5 says penalty on the visitors. We're going to look at the left wing. That is Larry Robinson, and he's a penalty of 2. This goes away because we had a penalty, so we're just back to normal. So he's a 2 and a 20 for a misconduct. Oh, another misconduct. Oh, my gosh. Are we going to have another fight? Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Here we go. 19. Oh, my God. No, not again. We just rolled it again. Top 4, major fighting. Oh, my gosh. Oh, we just had another big brawl. Another one. So we know Larry Robinson was involved. Let's, oh, my gosh. I don't know if I've got enough tokens for all this crap. So Larry Robinson was involved, and major, no. Let's see who else. There's a major. So it's Larry Robinson and Mario Tremblay. And who are they fighting? Good question. Got to get out some more little tokens here. So Mario Tremblay and Larry Robinson are fighting. Let's see, major 18 and 20 and a 19. So it looks like it's Ron Gershner and Ron Dugray. So we got the battle of Rons going out there. Rons versus Larry and Mario. Holy cow, here we go. It's going to be another big brouhaha here. So first thing we're going to do is, this all happens at the 11-minute mark because we got to flip up a time. So 11, actually if you want to get the exact time on this one is 11:17 or 9:17 of the second period. Now we got to figure out who wins the fight. So it's going to be Larry Robinson versus Ron Gershner. Ron Gershner and Larry Robinson. Let's see who wins the fight. Oh, it was a beatdown. Larry Robinson rocked him hard, and he wins the fight by 11. So he wins that fight by 11. So that means Dungray has to beat up Tremblay by 11, or Montreal is going to win momentum. So Tremblay versus Ron Dugray. And, oh, it was good. Dugray wins the fight 19-16, but only wins it by 3. So after combining both fights, Montreal wins by 8 points. So they win the battle, basically. They win the war. Each team won a fight, a battle, but Montreal wins the war. And so, okay, so now we need tokens again. Good Lord. All right. So these two guys are in the box for fighting. Right. So now we need, those two guys will be in the box for fighting. And now it's going to be him. I gotta move these out of the way because they're gonna confuse me. And Dugray. All right, so let's do it like. Hang on a second. I need to get another one of these little dice. I just had it and it fell. Unbelievable. Here it is. Alright, so there we go. So the little dice, right? So the little dice, oh shit, it was Maloney. Wasn't he part of the first fight? Right, he was part of the first fight. I must have moved his thing. So these two guys are off. These two guys are off. These guys and these guys. Okay. So now, at the 11-minute mark, I need to mark off to the, 6-minute mark. Right? It's going to be the next brouhaha when they get to come out of the box. And again, if I could write this all down on this, I could write it down on a sheet of paper, might be a little bit easier. If I had a scoring sheet, if I could just write this all down on my little plastic, sheets, it would be so much easier. No, I'm not getting better fighters. I'm not wasting time trying to figure out who's a better fighter than who. That's going to happen. That's going to take way too much time. Again, we talked about that. It's all about speed of play, right? And if I got to try to figure out who's a better fighter, no, it's not going to happen. So, who's actually on the ice? That's a good question. So, who is going to be on the ice? That is a great question. It's going to be... We're going to put in the third line. And the third line, because they're like the only ones that haven't fought so far yet. And then it's going to be the point and Savard. And it looks like it's going to have to be these. No, it can be the third defensive pair. There we go. All right. So... I can't believe we rolled 19 both times on our major penalty. So, that's crazy. Alright. So, more craziness going on, although it is still 5-on-5, believe it or not, with all these tokens on it. Alright, come on. Here we go. So, we got 11 minutes to go. Not a lot of scoring going on, just a lot of fighting right now. We do have still the momentum. Oh, no. Montreal won the fight, which means they win momentum. They would get the momentum chip unless their opponent has it. If their opponent has it, then they lose it. So momentum is gone because Montreal won the fight. Rangers lose momentum. So we're back to just normal play now. There's no penalties, so we don't have any penalty chips. Just normal play. All right. Here we go. So we got the third line, third pair, third line, and a little mix-up here. Savard and the point. And Rangers win by 418. That's going to be a good shot. That's a shot A. Shot A for the left defenseman, which we'll assign this guy here. Dave Ferris. He's a shot A, actually. Is a 2, so... Let's see if we can get it on net here. Nope. And not even, it was a missed shot. Missed shot of 10. Whistles wide of the post. So, missed shot. All right, the other guys can't come on the ice till there's a play stoppage, and their penalties have to come over. What are we doing? Okay, so... No. You can add whatever you want to add to the game, but I'm not adding fight ratings to players. That's not going to happen. Sorry, bud. It's not going to happen. A tie and a 10. Penalty home team. So possible penalty on Mario Marois. Oh no, he's a pretty... Oh no. He's a 1-6. And if he rolls 10 or higher, it'll be another major. Oh, it's just a 2-minute penalty. So, Marois with a 2-minute penalty. So, the time on this will be... 9:50 of the second period. And Montreal will get a power play as like that. So he's in the box. And now it's going to have to be, we'll say it's Mike McEwen and Carol Venaz. These two, I'm going to put the thing between these two that are out there. There's only a couple seconds left on the other guy's penalties, but they have to stay in the box until the time is up. Montreal gets the penalty token because they're up 5 up a man. And let's see. They're going to bring in their number 1 line, and no, you know what? They're going to leave. Are you sure the Flyers are not playing? Good thing the Flyers aren't playing, right? So yeah, these two guys are coming in, and it'll be the left wing, right wing from the 4th line there. Hopefully things will get sorted out here as these penalties start dying off. That'll be so much better. Trust me on that. Okay. And then, so power play opportunity for Montreal, even though they're like half the teams in the box. All right, so we have actually a Rangers win it by 3. A 3 and a 12. And that's going to give them a shot on goal. So, first thing you have to do is look to see who's taking the chance. It's going to be the left wing. There is a left wing out there. That is Nick Fantu. And he is a 3. So 1 to 3, he's going to get a shot on goal here. Wait a minute. I almost, nope, that's right. Montreal won the fight, but the Rangers lost momentum. Right, okay, got it. So Nick Fantu is a 3, and he misses the net badly with a 20. And it didn't even come on go because Dryden didn't make the save. And a 5. So missed shot and a 5 says wide left of the post. So 20 seconds off the clock. So the first majors of done. Oh, shoot. We needed to get 2 minutes off for this guy. So I will just, let's see here. That was the first play of his penalty. Right. That was the first play of his penalty. So 2 minutes, we need 6 plays. So we'll just keep that going. All right, so that's show. So those guys can't come on the ice, though, or get out of the penalty box till there's a play stoppage. So it is 3 to 2. The Rangers win again. 10 says possible penalty on your opponent. Another penalty chance. Left defenseman. That is going to be Guy Lapointe. Let's hope we won't get another major. Oh, no penalty. So no penalty. So that is coming off there. Okay. And then he gets a shot on goal C for someone on the thing, and it's going to be Pierre Plante. Actually, is going to get a shot on goal C. So that whole section is penalty opponent shot on goal C. So there's a possible penalty on your opponent, and you also get a shot on goal C. So it is going to be Pierre Plante with a shot on goal. And Pierre Plante needs a 1 and got a 1. Wow. So it is on goal. Dryden needs to make the save. And it's in there. Dryden. Oh! He blockers that. Oh, no. It goes off his skate and just wide of the post. What a shorthanded opportunity by the Rangers as they almost put one home. Dryden just barely got a piece of it. Holy cow. And it's been all the Rangers on this power kill, or penalty kill. That is 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's one. Let's see, 10, 20, 9, 20. So yeah, it's been 1 minute off the 1 minute of the penalty. So we're gonna change lines here. They're gonna go to their third line, and they're gonna go with these two defensemen. They're gonna go with their third line defenseman, and they're gonna go with their fourth. They're gonna come back with their first liners, except for they're gonna bring in Bob Gainey to come in with those two guys. All right. 9:20 to go. Boy, this really slowed down, but like I said, if you were using plastic sheets, you're able to write that stuff down, be a lot quicker than having tokens and stuff, because you could just mark off who's on the ice, who's not on the ice, what time they're coming back in. It would be really quickly. So here we go. So it is 4-4. So it's a tie, and it's 7. Tying to 7 is a penalty on visitors, and that's going to be the visitors' right wing. That is going to be Guy Lafleur. Guy Lafleur. Ooh, 3, but he's a 2, so no penalty. Another 20 seconds off the clock. Montreal hasn't won a matchup yet in the penalty. And this is a tie. Tie in 11 says penalty, visitor, and home. Center. So visitor and home, but there's no center currently on the ice, so they don't have a penalty. And we're going to check Jacques Lemaire. He is a 2, so no penalty on either team. And we are down to... rolling again. And Montreal finally wins one, 6-3. So they win by 3. 3-13. 3-13 is a shot C to the left defenseman. That's Brian Egblum. He's a 1. Oh, just missed it, but it would have been saved anyway. It was saved by Davison. Weak shot. Saved by Davison, and goes off the post and out. Yay! Oh, you don't know how happy that makes me. All right, so that means the first fighters can come back into play, which are this guy and this guy, and this guy and this guy. Come back here. Shoot. Yeah, it was Robinson, right? Okay. So those two guys. So we still have a couple minutes to go on the other fight. And we only have 20 seconds to go on the power play. 20 seconds to go on the power play, but there was a nice play stoppage, which really helps me clean everything up. So thank God for that. All right. So they're going to bring in their second defensive pair. These guys are going to bring in their fourth liners. And they are going to bring in their second defensive pair, and they're just going to leave their first liners out there. Double shifting the first liners. Why not? There's only 20 seconds left. There's a nice play stoppage. You know what? We'll put it in the third line. That's fine. All right. So, Montreal wins by 1-10. 1-10 is no action. Hey! All right, so we got to the time, which means there's no longer a penalty, which means they lose their chip. Okay? And now everyone's back to square one. We just have a couple players are out in the 5 minute major penalties. They're going to bring out their one line, 2 and 2. There, we're back to almost square one now. All that crazy nonsense fighting stuff going on. It's crazy. All right, so back to normal. Rangers win by 2. 2-15 is going to be a shot C. Right defenseman, shot C. Dave Maloney's a 2. And he misses it badly, a 20. In fact, it doesn't even go on net. It's a missed shot. 11. Just missed the top corner. Another tick off the clock. And it's a tie, 1-1. Oh, another penalty, visitors. Our choice, though. It's going to be Guy Lafleur. No, it's going to be Lemaire. He's only a 2. Yep. So nothing there. So no penalty. And we move on. We're writing down these other penalties. There's just another minute left. In fact, there's another minute gone. So we're going to switch lines. We'll go 3-3, 3, and 3. So everybody's 3s are out. And it's a 6-6. So another tie. And a 12 says visitor gets big hit. Bam! Big hit. Visitor. Let's roll. We know who did it. Right there. Rick Chartroll. Big hit. Slamming. Let's see who he slammed into the boards. The centerman. That's going to be Walt Chesnick. Slams Walt Chesnick into the boards. Such a big hit. They get momentum. Bam. Montreal with the big hit. Now with momentum. There we go. Big hit without a fight. And going to get you momentum. All right. And tie, an 18. Hard play plus 3, so everybody's penalty ratings go by 3. 20 seconds off the clock as the steam is starting to build up in both teams again here. And it's going to be another tie and a 15. That means hard play plus 1, which now goes up to 4. And there's just one more play, and then these 5-minute majors will be done. But everyone's penalties now up to 4. And that is going to be another tie and a 10. Penalty home. And it's going to be Dave Ferris. Oh boy, here we go. Dave Ferris, he's a 5 plus 4, he's a 9. 1-9 will be a penalty. And a major on a 20, but that's an 18, so no penalty, thank God. And look at this. The 5-minute majors are up. They just can't come on the ice yet. Holy cow. And now we can actually turn the scoreboard back to normal here. And we move on. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. And Montreal wins big by 5. 5 and a 17. That's going to be a good one. Shot A to Mark Napier. Napier scored in the first period. Can he score again? He's a 4. He's a 6, so it's a save and a rebound. When you miss by 1 or 2, it's a save or a rebound. Or it's a save and a rebound. And so we look at the rebound chart under 12 and see what happens. And goalie loses it. So he had control and then loses it. And now we have a rebound check to see who gets it. And the Rangers win 2-1. So the Rangers get the rebound and going to thwart the rebound attempt by Montreal. And the Rangers win by 1 and a 16. That is a shot C to the right wing. That is Don Murdoch. Don Murdoch is a 2. He rolled a 4, so it's a save and a rebound. Now we have to look at the 10. 10 says it's loose at the side of the net. So once again, this will be a rebound check to see who gets it. And it is a tie. And on ties, the home team gets it. So the rebound goes to the home team. And a rebound shot for Steve Vickers. He could tie the game up. Steve Vickers on the rebound. And he's a 4 on a rebound. Steve Vickers on a 4 is a 20. So nope. And it wasn't even on goal. So it was a missed shot. Shot 11. Missed the top of the net. 20 seconds off the clock. These guys have been on the ice way too long. And they're going to bring back their 1 line and their 1 line. And they're going to bring back their 2 and 2s. And if we get that other penalty, or if we get a play stoppage, we get the rest of the guys back on the ice. It'll make things so much easier for me. That'd be awesome. Montreal wins by 3. And a 3, though, is going to be no action. 3 and a 3 is no action. And Montreal wins by 3 and a 4. That is no action. And it's a tie and a 3, which is off the stick, out of play. Whoa, there we go. Out of play, play stoppage. The guys can come out of the penalty box now. Everyone's back to normal. Woo! Oh, so excited. And they're going to come out with their second lines and first pairs. Montreal has, and we are still cruising. 4:12 to go in the second period. There is a lot of tension out there. There's a lot of tension. We're up to 4 on everyone's penalty rating. Let's see here. That is going to be, the Rangers win by 1. 1 and a 10 is going to be no action. Oh, wait. We got to put these up there. No action, because we started a new line. No action. And now Montreal wins by 1. 1 and a 4 is no action. So not much going on right now as both teams are just trying to get back into the... Montreal wins by 2. 2 and a 17. That should be something. That's a shot B by the right wing. Mario Tremblay. He's a 5. And a 20. And a B. It will be saved by Davison. He missed a weak shot. Davison makes a save. And a 15 says blocker to the glass. So he'd mark that down as a shot on goal. And a save. That was another minute of time. We're going to change lines. Boom, boom, boom. Put these dice over here. 3:20 to go in the second period. That's going to be a plus 4. 4 and an 8. What's a 4 and an 8 give us? Possible penalty on our opponent. That's going to be the left defenseman. And he is a 5 plus 4 is a 9. It's a 2-minute penalty. What kind of penalty is it? It's a 12. 2-minute penalty of 12 is hooking at, let me flip this up, 17:01. So it'll be back to a power play as that goes to Carol Vardis. So they're going to bring in these guys and they'll bring in this guy and this guy. There we go. All right. And Montreal will bring in their number 1 line and their number 3 defensive pair. 3 minutes to go. So, yeah, we got to... Let's mark that off. Just pull that aside. So it's a power play. And they have momentum. So they're going to get a +2. Almost forgot. Don't forget. Let me just check on the chat and see if anybody... What is this game? It's matchup hockey. Alan Shaw, it's matchup hockey, man. Here we go. So it is the Rangers win by 1. 1 and 9 is no action. So they're happy to see no action. And they win by tie. So out of play, off a stick, no action. So another good play there. They're going to go ahead and bring in those guys and those guys. They will bring in those guys and those guys. We can move this up. I went to the wrong time, didn't I? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. No, I didn't. Okay, I'm right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Face off. 2:20 to go in the second period. Montreal wins by 4 and 11. That could be trouble. That's going to be a shot C by Larry Robinson, trying to make up for his major penalty. He's a 2. And he misses it. And it is saved by Davison, so it's a shot on goal and a save. And it's going to be picked up by defensive team. Two minutes to go. It's going to be tied and a 9, which is going to be a possible penalty on the home team, which is going to be our choice because it's a 6. This goes away because we used a penalty. It's going to be to Don Murdoch, who's actually a 1. It'd have to be a 1 only, and it's not. So it's no penalty. So we can flip the dice. And trying to kill off this last few plays of this penalty. It is a 5-4, so the Rangers win by 1. 1-4 is no action, and one more play, and the penalty will be over. Montreal wastes a golden opportunity with a +2 going on. And now they win by 2, 3, 4, but a 1 is going to be no action. And that's going to do it for the power play. 1 minute to go here in the second period. Power play is gone. The power play token goes away. And they're going to come back with their number 1 line. They're going to come back with number 1, and they'll go to number 2. There we go. So 1-1, 1-2. 1 minute to go. 3 plays left. And it's a +1 for Montreal. So they win 4-1. +3 is 7. 3-7 is no action. If they would have been on the power play, they would have got a shot. But the power play is over. So no shot on goal. 40 seconds to go in the second period. That is going to be the win by 2. 2-6 is no action. Down to last. A little bit of play here. Going on the 20-second mark. And this is going to be a 3. They're going to win by 2 and a 13. That's a shot on goal C by Steve Schutt. Left wing takes a shot. It's a 3. He rolls a 9. It is saved by Davison. And it's going to be off his right pad into the corner. And that is going to do it for the second period. That does it for the second period. We run out of time. There you go. So we finished. We played half a period of the first period. And then we played a complete period, which took us a long time because of the fact that I need to get some better tokens, number 1, and number 2. If I could just use my little plastic sheet, it would be so much easier. Writing on this and marking who's in and who's out and what time they come back in and all that stuff. So there you go. That is more gameplay of matchup hockey. And if you're enjoying this, I do appreciate so like and a comment. That would be wonderful. We'll have the third period next time we get together. Right now it's a 2-1. We had a lot of penalties in the second period. No scoring. No, I'm sorry. The Rangers scored at the 52-second mark of the second period. Montreal does have the token. I'll have to try and remember that. Montreal does have the... oh, no, because they lose it at the start of the period. No one has it. So there you go. And we'll see you next time. So thanks to everyone for coming out. Al, Red Sox fan, Turbocharged Sports, Johan Oliver, Alan Shaw, Bleacher Bums Gaming. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to really watch you guys talking in chat. I was trying to focus in on what was going on in the game. Dave Little was here. Didn't even get a chance to say hi to Dave, so apologize to him. So hopefully you guys were able to answer most of the questions. If I wasn't able to help anyone, Dave Gardner was here. Jerry Jones. P-Jet was here. Philip Reynolds. Tom Usher. So Lots of good people in the chat, so I appreciate you guys coming out and checking this out. So we'll have the third period next time. Until then, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you all next time. So after 2 here in Madison Square Garden, Montreal 2, the Rangers 1, and in fights 1-1 so far. All right, we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.